Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Dirt Rally today, taking a look at the Winter Wonderland update. That means we have got a new location to go to. We're going to be tackling the Swedish rally with some of the new vehicles. Let us go and set it up. I'm going to do 3 sprint stages, keeping the AI difficulty on professional. Likely to still be pretty challenging this lot. Sure, we'll stick with what we'll do. We will go midday sunny. We will go. Shall we go for afternoon snow? I'm just looking at the sort of like the mist. We might have some visibility troubles on this second stage, and finally we will go. Well, we got stage 8. Okay, we've got fairly short stages. We go for a night snow one as well. Is there a little bit longer? Right. Okay, so there's There's that sprint stage, and then there's a 7,000 meter sprint one. How long are the long ones then? Okay, right. Okay, there is some significantly longer sprint stages. We'll go for a little bit longer sprint stage to finish off at night in the snow. Sure. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with all of this? It's Sweden. We're going to be driving the new cars, the 2010 vehicles. There is the Volkswagen Polo and the Hyundai i10, I believe. The Polo is probably, technically speaking, the best car. It's the most powerful. Well, they all weigh exactly the same. The Polo is the most powerful. But for this particular one, I'm going to have to go with the Hyundai. I do quite like the modern Hyundais, actually. So we'll have a go with this. Now, Sweden is, certainly to me at least, the most challenging of the rallies. I've done a couple of practice runs down here, still not massively familiar with it, but this is a seriously tough rally. And I'm driving it in cars that I'm not massively good with. I will be honest, I tend to extract more performance out of the Group B cars, and so on. The modern cars have got very good brakes, have got quite a lot of grip in them, and I'm never really brave enough to kind of make the most of all of that. So I try my best to extract performance out of these, but yeah, I might not do so well. I'm going for a top 3. If I can go for the top 3 against the AI with this car, then I will be pretty happy with that. Oh, the reason why Sweden is so difficult is that normal rallying you have very little margin for error, but you do have occasionally, small runoffs. And while the likes of Finland, Finland is very quick. There were ditches around the side of the road. You could get away with running a millimetre or 2 wide in places at Finland, whereas in Sweden, you can't. The road is lined with snowbanks. If you hit a snowbank at any speed, the chances are you're going to roll the car. The car will, the front wheel will go into the snowbank, it'll drag the car sideways, it'll dig in, and it'll roll. At best, you're going to slow down a lot hitting a snowbank. You can sometimes get away with just spinning if you're not quite carrying too much speed. You might just bounce off it and go for a little bit of a spin. But, yeah. These Swedish rally stages are seriously challenging. Now, as far as sort of corners go, it's actually a relatively quick. Most of the time you're in medium speed corners. I've seen a couple of hairpins here and there. It's not like Greece, though, where you've got constant hairpins, and sort of Germany, where you've got constant really tight and 90-degree corners. Mostly medium-speed stuff around here. Amazingly, I am currently leading. Don't know what's going on. Normally I get mullered by the AIs when I drive these cars, so I've obviously found a little bit of something around here. Oh, carefully does it. For me, certainly around here, caution is kind of the name of the game. Really, with the cars, I would much rather lose half a second by being a bit slow through a corner than try and push my luck and bounce. Oh, there is no grip through there. I think we might have changed surface ever so slightly. Down that bit. I was so used to, I think we've gone from, is it compact snow and just normal snow? I think the Swedish stages vary between. I think we changed because suddenly I was turning and there was none of the grip at all. We got through it though. We did brush the snowbank. Fortunately, I went in. Wow, I found a lot of time in that sector. What's going on? Despite having a little off, I am finding some speed through here. Yeah, I turned in for that and there was just none of the grip. Of course, the other difficulty of Sweden is there is just less grip in general, of course, because you are driving on snow. These cars, the Hyundai, is a damn good vehicle to drive. It's for the conditions we're driving in and the speeds that we're travelling at, this does do really quite well around here. Oh, careful now, don't. We've done so well on this stage so far. Let's not piss it all away as we come up towards the finish line. I'm being really a little bit cowardly around here. Either way, I see the finish line. We're going to run towards it. We are going to take victory in stage 1. I will take that. Thank you very much, game. We have actually got a fairly sizable gap to Apollo as well. 6 seconds of victory. Awesome. Okay. Pretty good first stage, actually. All around there. Yeah, that was during the day in probably the best conditions you're going to get for rallying in Sweden. Okay, little technical problems on that one. Computer had a small issue. Anyway, yes, next stage we have got the snow to be dealing with, and I fear we.
3, 2.
Yeah, so I ran in the snow in Monte Carlo, and the visibility was pretty poor. This might be even even worse. It is solid white out the front of the car. You can barely see the road. Where on earth am I going here? The sort of like the mist and the fog is horrendous. I don't know. I just don't see the path. You've got to completely and utterly trust the pace notes through here as to how much speed that you can take. But I'm used to 5 in these kind of cars. 5 and 6 quarters would normally be flat out. Sometimes you can even get away with sort of 4 quarters being flat out in normal conditions. Probably on gravel roads you can do that. But in the snow, of course, there is just less grip. So not only I'm not 100% sure just how much grip I have, it just can't see a thing. Okay, this is about the worst conditions I think you could go rallying in. There is just no visibility. It's almost pure and utter guesswork. Yeah, you have the pace notes, but you'll be braking or slowing down for some corners long before you ever see them. You've got to try. It is, yeah. You have maybe 100 meters of visibility at best through bits of here. Oh crap! Where are we going here? That's a jump. We are gonna. That lovely lead I got from the first stage is completely and utterly shot to hell. That is a disappointment. I thought I might do okay. Didn't quite realise just how ridiculous this snow was going to be. Yeah, I would need a lot more practice and know these stages a hell of a lot better to be able to carry the speed. I've just gone straight on into the snowbank. Amazingly, we got away with that. Normally if you hit a snowbank that hard, you are going to have a really, really big problem. We kind of hit it straight on, so we just climbed over it. I mean, the car probably won't have thanked me very much for all of that. I'm driving so carefully. Oh crap, there's a bit of a jump down there. Oh, which bit is road and which bit is snowbank? There's a bit of road down here. Oh, careful now. Try to fit down the middle of this thing without brushing the snowbanks at high speeds. Oh, this is seriously ridiculous. Now, this is absolutely... this is not conditions to be going around in. The visibility is just... Yeah, I didn't think it could get much worse than Monte Carlo, but I was wrong. Because at least Monte Carlo, the road was mostly sort of black and grey ahead of you, so you could kind of see a little bit better. This is just solid white. So even like sort of like the 6 lefts and rights and so on, I daren't be flat out through because you can't quite see kind of small variations in road direction at the high speeds. We lost so much time in that one. Bloody hell, that is quite ridiculous. We dropped to 5th in that. 19 seconds now. Bloody hell, we're going to fall to about 3rd or 4th. 3rd, okay. That's okay, we've got 10 seconds back to 4th. 11 seconds to try and make up if we want to get any higher than that. Well, hasn't quite gone, but look at the replays. Yeah, that is some impressive. Now we've got to go play at night in the snow. Oh, the fun that we can potentially have, and yeah. Let's try and not end up... Normally I would be happy with ending up upside down. I want to not end up upside down during this video. I want to try and drive quite well here in Sweden. How much damage... To be fair, we haven't actually done that much damage to the car. I was just slow last time out. Just slow because of no idea where I was going. So, yeah, the actual car is in pretty good nick. I had one clonk on the snowbank. One pretty heavy clonk on the snowbank. The rest of it, though, wasn't too bad. Right. Nighttime in the snow. Well, The visibility, again, we saw this at Monte Carlo, the visibility at night is a little bit better because we don't quite have sort of like the misty, foggy snow stuff, so we've actually got a little bit more of the visibility down here. Still not great, but I pushed my luck too much into that particular turn. Still not fantastic, but it is better than we had last time out. I can be a little bit more confident, a little bit braver. The snow is considerably heavier here though than it is at Monte Carlo. I love the challenge of this Swedish rally. I say this about all the times I come back and play dirt when a new rally comes out. They all have their own various demands, their own various challenges. That's what makes them fantastic. You know, Finland, you've got all of the speed, the huge jumps, and so on. Germany is very, very fast. Again, you've got lots of right-angled corners and so on. It's on tarmac. Where in here, you've just got absolutely zero margin for error. In fact, that bit there is actually quite nice and wide, which is rare. You've got no margin of error because snowbanks are going to ruin your day if you hit one hard. Hey, we've taken another sector victory at least. I just absolutely chickened out down there because I wasn't quite sure. And as I said earlier, I would rather lose a little bit of time because I wasn't quite sure than plough through a snowbank and end up upside down. And I know that's not normally the FailRace way, but okay, we're good. Normal FailRace ways ending up upside down is good, but in this instance, I know I can roll cars very easily through here, so I'm going to try and be not doing any of that. Careful now, find some grip. We're a little bit on the snowbank there. Oh, there's a square corner coming up. They have caught me out a little bit. That one there. Ooh, okay, we've done terrible stuff with the steering. That one there, it sort of snuck up. I knew there was a square corner coming up. I just didn't quite realise at what point it was about to appear. I could have been much quicker through there. This is where I lose time with these modern rally cars. I'm never quite sure. Yeah, I know that was a terrible section. Never quite sure where I can and where I can't push them, and especially at Sweden. Yeah, a little bit nervous about trying to take too much speed through some of these sections. Right, I could have been flat probably all the way up there. Where is this four corner? It's coming up here, I think. Let's have a little bit of a slow down through there, especially when they've got kind of crests around. You get the car in the air. You're going to end up, if you haven't slowed down enough for them, you'll get in the air. You'll jump well past the road, end up in the snowbank, and then be in a lot of trouble. So, yeah. Oh no, we're in another snowbank. Get out of the snowbank. We're fine. We're recovering it. Although I know I'm going slowly compared to the AIs. It's very annoying. I want to push. I know I want to go quicker and so on, but I simply daren't do it because I know I'm going to make a mistake if I try and overdrive the car like so. And we didn't quite roll it. That is a prime example of just pushing that little bit too hard on a stage, especially one like this, where now we've got it in all the wrong position as well through there. Oh, it's a scruffy end, and I'm slightly disappointed. It's always what I talk about when you're trying to sort of over-push the car, when you're slightly a little bit behind on time. You're trying to make up that time where you just end up outbraking yourself a little bit, and around here it is so dangerous. You just can't afford to do that in Sweden. You can't afford to do it normally in rallying, but it is especially bad around here, where the margins for error are absolutely tight. I think we've got a few more corners to go around here. Been a little bit of a disappointing end to this one. Made a few too many silly mistakes, really, with the car out here. We are going to finish sideways across the line. We're going to have a spin after finishing. Well, we took a stage win. I actually got third in that particular one, which means I got a top 3, which is what I was aiming for. I was aiming for a top 3 in all of this, which I'm quite pleased by. I was amazed I won the first stage, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, Sweden is a phenomenal challenge. This Hyundai is a very nice car to drive. I mean, these modern cars, they're incredibly well for the kind of circuit, for the kind of conditions we're rallying in. Sweden is ridiculously tough. No, even less margin for error than normal in rallying terms, and in rallying you don't get very much. Normally it's an incredible challenge, especially during the day with the kind of the misty, snowy, zero visibility conditions. That is, yeah, quite Quite a challenge. It is good fun, though. It is good fun, and I love how all of the rallies have their own very, sort of, kind of very unique challenges, very unique, specific difficulties to them. An awful lot of fun, though, with these vehicles. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.